Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stacey Elaine. Today I'm giving an update on the home journey, the house buying journey. So I will let you guys know that in the last video, I think I told you I had made an offer. I had a contractor come look at I got the inspection. The inspection came back very dirty. Lots of major things needed to be updated on the home. And then I reached out to a lot of contractors. I had a couple contractors come and look, one specifically at the HVAC system. He recommended a replacement. And then I had another contractor come out and look. He also recommended a replacement for the unit and the furnace and all these other updates. I got a full estimate from him. The repairs came out to be about, I would say, about $17,000 to $19,000 of work, depending on like if you open the drywall and there's mold or something like that. So that was the estimate. We went back and forth in negotiations. And while these negotiations were going on, the mortgage or the lending process just kept moving forward, and my financial status was confirmed. I got approved for the mortgage. I was in and out of underwriting in a day, I believe. So I had a mortgage, but I didn't officially have a contract because, as you guys know, I'm still in my option period. So today is Sunday, October 25th. My option period ends tomorrow because it got extended by 3 days because the homeowner did not have all the utilities on for the inspection to be done on time when I first set it up. And it got delayed by 3 days. And so my option period also got amended to be extended 3 days. But that was on the seller's watch. I did not pay for that. So the lending process moved forward while we were in negotiations. And the negotiations fell through today. So I am probably the only woman in America with a mortgage but no house. And I'm not sad about it. You guys, I have walked with the Lord on this thing. As you guys know, I want him to give me the best for me. I don't want second best. Some people settle. I don't want to settle. So what God has for me is the best, and he wastes nothing. That is the best thing about walking with the Lord. He wastes nothing. Every part of what I've been through, my past and this process, getting ready for this financially, spiritually, mentally, nothing is wasted, you guys. So I still have my good mortgage, and the bank still knows that I am eligible for a mortgage. I just have to go find another property because that property was not it. The seller did not want to make the repairs, the replacements, I should say, as recommended. He wanted to just kind of make sure it was working for closing. And then they told me if it breaks down after closing, just file a claim on your home warranty. Now, I will tell you guys this. If you've ever owned a home, and I have owned a home, the home warranty is almost a scam. Like, they take your deductible, whatever your deductible is. They only cover very specific systems and appliances in the home. Sometimes the scope is more broad or limited based on the company you get, but their goal is not to really repair anything. And so I had a home warranty for a year, and let me tell you, I called those people about the AC at least 3 times in that home. And then finally, the AC, like maybe weeks after they left, the drain pan in the attic just was rusted. It dripped through the ceiling, through the sheetrock. Water was flooding in my loft area on the second floor. It ruined the carpet padding, the sheetrock, all of that had to be replaced. And I had been calling the home warranty company out religiously, and they just didn't even fix it. So I already know what that looks like. I would never ever play a game about putting off a repair for the home warranty, especially if the seller already knows per the inspection and per 2 licensed professionals that it needs to be replaced. I feel like because this house has been a rental, they have a licensed professional that's been maintaining this house very cheaply for them and will do a very sketchy job to get the house sold. And I'm not about that business, baby. Not gonna sell me a lemon, expect me to make lemonade. I came with lemonade money. I didn't come with lemon money. And so they just found the wrong one. It was not a mutual respect. They claimed I was trying to get a free remodel out of the house, even though I only asked them to repair or replace items specifically on the inspection report. Then they claimed I was trying to get a lower mortgage payment. What? Like, the offenses just kept rolling from them about how they thought, I needed to realize it was not a new home. And I was like, just because it's not a new home does not mean I'm willing to buy it without an HVAC system and a furnace that's not working. I'm not willing to buy it with this rotted wood and these broken gutters. I'm not really willing to buy it with rotted wood on the hardwood floors on the inside. And I was purchasing the home for $360,000. So if you want all of that for $360,000, then go find another buyer that will accept all of that for $360,000. Like, the screens on the house were ripped, bricks were missing, and they were just like, it's old. What you gonna do? Like, take it or leave it. And I was just like, there was nothing that said as is on the property. So I think they're in a little denial about the state of the property. It looked actually much older than what it was because they've been using it as a rental and just have not been keeping up with the maintenance like a real homeowner would have if they took pride in the home and lived in it themselves. So that fell through today, and so I will just move on in the week. This is also the week that I find out if I have a job or not. And as you guys know, I was mostly stressed about finding out if I had a job because of this property. And this is the goodness of the Lord. Like, the Lord is just like, I have worked it all out. Now, I didn't pull out from the contract because I didn't know if I was going to have a job, because as you guys know, I've been walking on faith, with the Lord on that whole job thing. But right now, it's just like, it didn't even matter. All that stressing was for nothing, because I was going to be dealing with shady sellers anyway, and the deal wasn't even going to go through. So what happens in this case? I get my earnest money back. The only money that I'm out of right now is money for the home inspection and also money for the option period. My inspection cost $395, and then the option period cost me $200. So out of this process for the last, I will say, 20 days, I'm out $595. I'm gladly out that money because the inspection really shed light on the property, and I was a more informed home buyer because of it. So what happens now? I take a little break. I thank the Lord for being the center of it all, for being with me in the midst, because if I was someone just tied to this house, like emotionally invested, I think I would have made a bad decision. So on your home buying journey, I would just say, do not get emotionally invested in this business decision. Yes, it's a home. You want to love where you're going to live, but just remember, sis, bro, this is a business decision, and it has to be a mutually agreed upon and mutually beneficial decision. And it was not beneficial for me because I know that I can find another home very easily because I've been already approved. So I am just like so grateful. And like today in church when we did communion, because I'm still doing church virtually, by the way, but when we were in church and we did communion, and my pastor got up and he just said, you know, on the night that Jesus was betrayed, he took the cup of thanksgiving. And that hit me right there, guys, because on our worst days, when God has us going through the toughest thing, it's this reminder, like, he is the center of it all. And we, in everything, should carry the cup of thanksgiving. And boy, I just prayed right there. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I just said, Lord, this week I'm about to enter, it's like transformative for me. And I just pray that I carry the cup of thanksgiving with me. And like as soon as church was over, my cousin, who's my realtor, sends me an email and says, you know, they're not going to agree to your terms. And happily, thankfully, I'm like, cool, no worries, deuces, I'm out. You know, I'm not emotionally tied to what looks like success, because you know everybody's like, oh, I bought a bag and I bought the house, I got the closet, I got, you know, like boss moves, blah blah blah. But to me, a real boss move is keeping Jesus at the center of it all. That's the boss move. That's how you get the bag. I'm so happy. And these are tears of joy, you guys. Like, some people would have just entered into it like, I gotta get the house. You know, what would it make me look like? And I'm so separated from all of that right now. Like, it doesn't even matter. So, you know, I'm just carrying the cup of thanksgiving. And then I just don't even know what else to say, and I'm so thankful for that. So it was rough to start this video because I was doing praise and worship, and boy, Israel and New Breed, they had me in tears with the Jesus is the center of it all song. But oh my gosh, that's just how I feel. Like he is in the midst. And that's why faith looks crazy, because to the world, when the contract falls apart, you're supposed to fall apart. And I feel like I'm being put together in the midst of it all. So I just thank you guys for coming along this journey with me. Leave your comments below. How do you deal with disappointments? How do you deal when things don't go the way you thought they would go? How do you deal when it all falls apart? And what is the last thing you've dealt with, you know, where you just really had to deal with, like, I was praying for A and God gave me W. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even give me the B that was close to the A. It was like way out there. You know, I wanted this and I got this. You know, I wanted a house and I ended up with a refund. You know, like, those things don't really go. But in the midst of it all, how do you deal with the deal and the contract and when it all falls apart? I would love to hear your comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video as I continue my home buying journey. See you later.